Frog's Legs is a pretty fun cartoon. This is a Little Lulu cartoon from 1962. This is directed by Seymour Kneitel and Nick Tafuri, written by John Stanley, with a voice cast including Jackson Beck, Norma MacMillan, Jack Mercer, and Cecil Roy. And this is all about Tubby and Little Lulu going to catch some frogs. Because at the beginning, Tubby sees a sign for Frog's Legs and he doesn't realise that it's a restaurant, and he goes in and asks what people do with the frog's legs once they buy them, and he realises that it's a restaurant and people are eating them. And he decides that he can make some money by catching the frog's legs, catching the frogs, and selling them to the restaurant. So he goes to get little Lulu, but he doesn't tell her that the frogs will be killed and eaten, because he doesn't think that she will go along with it if that's the case and if she learns the truth. So she thinks that the frogs are going to be caught and then given to people who will, in Tubby's words, give them a good home, which of course is not the case. And I don't want to say too much about what happens. I don't want to spoil too much more than that. It is a little slow, by which I mean the narrative development is slow, but at the same time, even though really not a lot happened, what did happen was still delightful, and I really enjoyed the characters. I loved the discussion, the interaction between Tubby and little Lulu. I loved the unpredictability. I had no idea where this was going to go, or if they'd be able to catch frogs, or if little Lulu would ever find out the truth. So I had a lot of questions, and I was really keen to receive the answers to those as the cartoon unfolded. So the narrative is really good. The characters are really likeable. And I loved the interaction between Tubby and little Lulu. And I thought it was really good fun, and one that I think is quite memorable as well, and quite unique. That's something that I'm noticing with little Lulu cartoons. I've watched a decent handful of them. I still have many, many more to go, which I'm rather pleased about. But I'm realising that pretty much all of the narratives in little Lulu so far have been really unique. I think there was maybe two where I could have seen the same narrative told in a different cartoon, but ones like this, it's really unique and certainly different to anything I've seen. So I really appreciate that. I think there's a great effort in coming up with these really fascinating narratives, and I rather enjoyed it. The animation style is very good, the usual quality we get with little Lulu, and ultimately I thought this was a really enjoyable cartoon. If you haven't seen it, and either you're a fan of little Lulu or you're new to little Lulu, I definitely think Frog's Legs is worth watching.